We looked at using the pivots to help us identify when we were moving into congestion phases. And this example, which is on a stock for the daily time frame, is really just to show you the other aspect of the pivot, which is to help us in confirming a trend. And as you can see, we've had the nice trend higher here. Then we get our first pivot high here. Moves into a congestion phase, and then we get a pivot low. Now at this point, we can't be certain as to whether we're moving into a congestion phase, in which case we would be expecting to see another pivot up around this level, or alternatively another pivot to the downside. But the market actually continues, and we start to move away from this congestion phase. There's no pivots appear, and then the next pivot appears at a much higher level after we've had this gap up open. Market falls. And then equally, we also get a pivot to the downside. And really, this is just a very simple example of how the pivot helps us to confirm that we are maintaining the trend. In other words, we've got a pivot here and a pivot here. So the pivot at has appeared here is much higher, at a higher level than this one. And the pivot which has appeared here is at a higher level than the lower pivot. So we've got higher lows on the pivot and higher highs on the pivots. And it's really just confirming, if you will, in real time. This is a daily chart, but this could be on any time frame you care to mention, that we're really just confirming that from the pivot perspective, from the price action perspective, it's just helping to confirm that in this case the trend is being maintained. Because if it wasn't, we would be getting pivots at this level and we will be getting pivot lows at this level. So we'd have pivot lows somewhere down here and we'd have pivot highs forming down here in congestion. We've got neither of those. The next one appears up here at a much higher level, the pivot high, and equally the pivot low. So it's, if you like, it's the establishment of the trend lines. But the difference is, rather than drawing trend lines as you would with a ruler, historically, which we can all do, this actually helps to identify it at the leading edge of price action, if you will. And it's the way to use the pivots either to help us confirm congestion at the live edge or help us to confirm continuation of trend at the live edge. So there we are. I hope you've enjoyed that particular short video. Lots more to come on this and the other indicators as always. So thanks for watching. See you again soon, and bye for now.